Hello there you guys, welcome to another of my videos. Going to be giving you my predictions for Manchester United's game against Fulham at Craven Cottage. It's this Sunday. So I am going to go for a Manchester United win, and the score I'm going to go for 2-0 to Manchester United. And the goal scorers I'm going to go with Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial. So that is your predictions. On another video, I will be giving you my predicted 11 for this game. As you all know, Manchester United are coming into this game on the back of a 4-2 victory against Aston Villa at Old Trafford in the Carabao Cup. Manchester United came from behind twice in that game. Manchester United's goals against Villa came from Martial, Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes and Scott McTominay. Villa's goals came from Ollie Watkins and Diego Dalot scored an own goal. Like I said on my last video, Man U weren't so good in that first half, but much better in that second half. But yeah, Man United progressed to the fourth round of the Carabao Cup and Man United will be playing Burnley. Fulham, of course, they lost their last game to Manchester City 2-1. I thought Fulham were very unlucky in that game. They did deserve a point. The players Fulham have got, they've got the likes of Terry Ablade, Vinicius, who Fulham signed from Benfica. Willian is a former Chelsea and Arsenal player. Joao Paulinho, Luke Harris, Daniel James. Fulham have him on loan from Leeds. Mano Solomon, he's on loan at Fulham, but he's out with injury at the moment. Alexander Mitrovic, he's one of the best players Fulham have got, and he's out with injury. Harry Wilson as well as another attacking player. Kibano, he's out with injury at the moment. Andres Pereira, Fulham signed him from Man United, so if he plays in this game, he'll be reuniting with Man United. Kenny Teti, he's suspended for this game. Harrison Reed, he's also suspended for this game. Anto Robinson, Issa Diop, Fulham signed him from West Ham. Tim Ream, Shane Duffy, Fulham signed him from Brighton. Obviously the goalkeepers Fulham have got, they've obviously got Bernard Leno, who's their number one. And they've got, is it Rodak or Redak, whatever you pronounce his name. So they are a lot of the players that Fulham do have. Obviously, the Fulham manager is Marco Silva. He's under contract with Fulham until 2024. Fulham appointed Marco Silva in July of last year, so he's been the Fulham manager now for over a year. Marco Silva is the former Everton, Watford, Hull, Olympiacos, Sporting Lisbon and Estoril manager. The last time Manchester United played Fulham at Craven Cottage, Manchester United won 2-1. As you all know, Anthony is still out with injury for Man United. He's missed, the last 3 or 4 games now. Obviously, Jadon Sancho has been out with illness. Tuanzebe is injured, but he doesn't get in the team. Last season, he was out on loan with Villa. He's enjoyed 3 loan spells with Aston Villa. Varane is still out with injury, so obviously Maguire has been starting ahead of him in recent games, so too was Lindelof. And Diego Dalot won't be playing in this game because he is suspended. But like I say, Manchester United should win this game comfortably. Fulham aren't a good outfit, are they? Man United did lose the last league game though to Aston Villa at Villa Park, 3-1, don't forget. And that was the first time Aston Villa beat Man United at Villa Park in the league since 1995. After the 4-2 win against Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup, don't forget Ten Hag was talking about Alejandro Garnacho. Garnacho has been warned about his attitude. Not so long ago, Fernandes was talking about his attitude. Garnacho provided 2 assists against Villa in the Cup. He also scored his first senior goal in the 1-0 win against Real Sociedad. And revert back to around 6 months ago, he scored twice in the FA Youth Cup. He looks a very, very good young asset, does Alejandro Garnacho. Erik Ten Hag, as you all know, he's doing a good job as Manchester United manager. I do believe he is the right man. You know, this is Ten Hag's first full season as Man United manager, so obviously he does need time. And like I've said so many times, his expectations this season will be to get Man United in that top 4. And it'd be even better if he could win a trophy, because Man United have not won a domestic trophy since 2017. Erik Ten Hag, of course, he's already made his plans for the January transfer window. You know, he's looking to make more signings. As you all know, we've been linked with the likes of Jude Bellingham. Well, he's Man United's #1 transfer target. Man United expect him to cost around €150 million. And we've been linked with Benjamin Sesko, looking at him as an ideal replacement for Ronaldo. We've been linked with Victor Osimhen. We was linked with Frenkie de Jong for such a long time from Barcelona. We've been tentatively linked with Max Aarons from Norwich. You know, if Aarons was to come in, that would certainly provide competition for Dalot. So yeah, you know, so far Erik Ten Hag has brought 6 players to Manchester United. You know, he brought Malacia in, Eriksen, Martinez, Casemiro, Antony and Dubravka. Oh, this year Man United have spent over 200 million. Ten Hag's got rid of players as well, and he's looking to sell players next year, and some of them players are going to be players that do start for Man United. You know, next year, very good chance Ronaldo's going to be going. You know, it's said that Man United could let Ronaldo leave this winter. He's out of contract next year. There's an option of an additional year. Man United re-signed Ronaldo from Juventus last year, so he has been his second spell at Man United. You know, it's quite obvious Ronaldo doesn't want to be at the club. You know, we could possibly sell Martial next year. Telles and Bailly will go next year as well. You know, they're out on loan at the moment, but I mean, we'll get rid of them permanently. Tuanzebe will go, Jones will probably go, Brandon Williams will go, Maguire will possibly go as well. Like I said, he's only been playing games recently and starting games because Varane is not available, because Varane is out with injury. Bissaka, I'm hearing that he's going to be going back to Crystal Palace. David De Gea, you know, his future is still in doubt at the club, but there again, it recently said that De Gea will accept a major pay cut to stay at Man United. De Gea is out of contract at the end of the season. Marcus Rashford, I initially thought he was going to be leaving Man United. Now I think he will be staying, you know, with how good he's been this season. He needs to just be more clinical in front of goal. That's all he needs to do. Man United are looking to extend Rashford's contract by January anyway. Rashford's contract at the club expires next year, as you all know. So there you go. But on the other side of things, there's going to be a lot of players staying at the club next year. But, you know, revert back to Ten Hag. Obviously, he's been a United manager now for a good, 4 or 5 months, is it? He replaced Rangnick earlier on this year. He is under contract to United till 2025. I can see him seeing out his contract, Eric Ten Hag. At some point, he may extend his contract, you know, if he does good. Earlier on this year, Ten Hag got named Premier League Manager of the Month. He's Man United's 5th permanent manager since Sir Alex Ferguson. But revert back to when he was at Ajax, he did very well because he won Eredivisie titles, he won Dutch Cups, and revert back to 2019, he got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals and he developed the young players well. So I said at Man United, I'm hoping he can replicate what he produced at Ajax, but the Premier League and Dutch League are totally different. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very soon. And by the way, I am nearly on 300 followers now on this YouTube channel, and when I do get to 300 I will be doing a special video to thank you all for following my channel.